Sairam, welcome to Shri Sathya Sai Lok Seva Gurukulam online services. Let's learn English series with Mrs. Kalpana Heblekar. So, today we are going to do some exercises on simile and metaphors. Okay, so that will give a clear picture, more clear picture of what is simile and what is metaphor. Let us see. Exercise on simile and metaphors. Okay, pick the simile or metaphor in the sentences. So, in the last class also we did the same thing. Now, we are going to do some more sentences. Ram is as blind as a bat without his glasses. Ram is as blind as a bat without his glasses. Yes, simile. As blind as a bat is a simile. Okay. His boys are puppets on a string. His boys are puppets on a string. It's a metaphor because puppets on a string is direct. Okay, it is not saying like. The word like is not used. So, even as is not used here. The garden was a rainbow of colors. Yes, metaphor. A rainbow of colors is a metaphor. Very good. Prakash is a devil. Yes, metaphor. A devil. Rahul is as stubborn as a mule. Now, come on, say this. Yes, I don't want the people who are always answering. I want somebody who is not answering. Rahul is as stubborn as a mule. Yes, correct. Okay, it's a simile. As stubborn as a mule. So, now you remember two things, when there is as or like, okay, it's a simile. If it is not, then directly put metaphor, okay. Then the sun was a furnace. Yes, metaphor. Very good. So, now you have come to know, see, with more practice of sentences, we come to know easily. That is why we are taking pains of, searching for 50 sentences plus. Okay. So, you have to be very attentive in the class. My friend is as shy as a mouse. Simile. Her eyes were twinkling stars. What is it? Metaphor. Very good. Her eyes were twinkling stars. It's a metaphor. The teacher roared like a lion at the noisy class. Okay. The teacher roared like a lion at the noisy class. So, it is like a lion. So, it is a simile. Yes, very good. The temperature was fridge. Yes, metaphor. The temperature was fridge. Metaphor. Yes, my sister was as busy as a bee during the party. My sister was as busy as a bee during the party. Simile. Yes, as a bee. Yes, you are correct. So, now I think that you are doing well in your simile and metaphor. It is fixed in your mind, right? Very good. The crocodile's teeth were daggers. It is a metaphor. The crocodile's teeth were daggers. Yes. Both her phones are dinosaurs. Both her phones are dinosaurs. It's old model. Okay. It's a metaphor. Then the lecture was as clear as mud. The lecture was as clear as mud. It is simile. Yes. My neighbors fight like wild boars. Yes, simile. My neighbors fight like wild boars. Simile. I got up as fresh as a sunflower. I got up as fresh as a sunflower. Simile. He was a volcano of rage. Metaphor. He was a volcano of rage. Metaphor. He is as tall as a giraffe. Yes, simile. She is a snail. Metaphor. She is a snail. Metaphor. He is as slow as a snail. See, she is a snail. It's a metaphor. He is as slow as snail. It is a simile. Okay? Yes. Then the cat smelled like as old gym socks. The cat smelled like as old gym socks. Simile. Okay. Tilak runs as fast as a rabbit. Simile. Yes. Then we have, according to Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita chapter 16, text 21, that is stanza or you can say verse. Okay. So text 21, there are 3 gates to hell, that is lust, anger and greed. So it is a metaphor. According to Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita chapter 16 text 21, there are 3 gates to hell, that is lust, anger and greed. It is metaphor. She swims like a fish. Simile. In Mahabharata, okay, Yudhishthira utters before losing the gambling match with Duryodhana, he says, fate robs us of wisdom as sudden glare robs us of sight. As, now see as it is. So it is a simile. Okay, in Mahabharata, Yudhishthira utters before losing the gambling match with Duryodhana, fate robs us of wisdom as sudden glare robs us of sight. When there is a big glare of light, especially during traffic, when the traffic is jammed and suddenly the signal starts, all will put on the lights, we do like this, right? So it is like blinding. So everything we forget, fate robs us of wisdom as sudden glare robs us of sight. It's a simile. Then she wept ceaselessly till her face shone as bright as the disk of the moon in the sky when it emerges from a cloud bank. Tears of Draupadi when she continually wronged during her time in exile. Okay. So, when she wept ceaselessly till her face shone as bright as the disk of the moon in the sky when it emerges from a cloud bank. Tears of Draupadi when she continually wronged during her time in exile. I'll read this sentence again. When she wept ceaselessly till her face shone as bright as disk of the moon in the sky when it emerges from a cloud bank. Tears of Draupadi when she continually wronged during her time in exile. So it is a simile because disk of the moon in the sky, as bright as the disk of the moon in the sky. So, in Mahabharata, goddess Ganga, the divine lovely river that flows through 3 worlds. Okay, 3 worlds, it is a metaphor. So, we will read the sentence again. In Mahabharata, goddess Ganga, the divine lovely river that flows through 3 worlds, it is a metaphor. Bhagavad Gita is fighting a spiritual war against ego. It is a metaphor. Bhagavad Gita is fighting a spiritual war against ego. So it is a metaphor. Bible Judges 6:5, they came up with their livestock and their tents like swarms of locusts. So it is a simile, like swarms of locusts. It's a simile. You are so stupid that you want to seize him, like a child who wants the moon. Here, Dhritarashtra reprimands his son Duryodhana for seeking war against Yudhishthira. So, you are so stupid that you want to seize him, like a child who wants the moon. Here, Dhritarashtra represents his son Duryodhana for seeking war against Yudhishthira. This is a simile because like a child who wants the moon. Okay, so it is a simile. So beautiful, right? Yes. Now let us see loud reading and handwriting practice. Thought for the day. What is it in store for us? Okay, thought for the day. Sri Madhusudan Sai says, offering everything that you do to God with a feeling of surrender is the highest form of worship. So, whatever we do, we have to close our eyes and tell that God, everything I have done, it is done by you through me, and we are going to do again, offer it to you in your lotus feet. Okay. So, offering everything that you do to God with a feeling of surrender is the highest form of worship. This is said by Sri Madhusudan Sai. So, this is a beautiful say. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna has told this. So, please write down and write down with correct spellings and share it among your friends and relatives and also your siblings. Okay. This is the only way where to remember things and share good things. So, I will read again. The thought for the day is offering everything that you do to God with a feeling of surrender is the highest form of worship. This is said by Sri Madhusudan Sai. Okay. So, thank you for joining us. Sri Sathya Sai Lok Seva Gurukulam online services. Let's Learn English series. I pray that the light of love and grace be showered on all of you and let you progress day by day in English and all the other endeavors in life. Thank you and Sai Ram. Please visit us again.